Our guest today is Mr. Dattatreya, a vocalist from India who has produced his 15 CDs and written 3 books and doing his PhD on music in Bangalore. We are going to talk to him about classical music, how to learn, his life, and also we are going to ask him to start with a song which he sang last night and I heard him sing on Kabir. So, Dattatreya, welcome to our studio.
Thank you. Thank you.
And last night was absolutely fabulous evening and your voice is absolutely amazing. So let us start with your last item last night, which was Kabir. And if you can just sing a couple of lines and then explain that what it is. Sure.
I would like to start with music.
Sure. Okay.
मोको कहाँ तू ढूंढे ढूंढे बंदे मोको कहाँ तू ढूंढे बंदे मैं तो तेरे पास मोको कहाँ तू ढूंढे बंदे मोको कहाँ तू ढूंढे बंदे मैं तो तेरे पास मैं तो तेरे पास ना देवल में ना मस्जिद में ना काशी कैलाश में ना ही रहूं मैं अवध द्वारिका ना ही रहूं मैं अवध द्वारिका मेरी भेंट विश्वास में मेरी भेंट विश्वास में मोको कहाँ तू ढूंढे बंदे मोको कहाँ तू ढूंढे बंदे मैं तो तेरे पास मैं तो तेरे पास
Excellent. Fantastic.
Thank you.
So now tell us a little bit about this composition. Kabir.
Yeah, this is a Kabir bhajan. Mainly he spoke about we search God everywhere except inside. We do search, we do Google search here and there. But
And temples too.
yeah, temples too.
Sure.
Yeah, it's, many a times we search like temples or masjid or any worship places, or we go to tirtha kshetras or but the God is inside. So that's what his the gist of that bhajan. What my feeling is like, my father is a kirtankar. The environment where I grew up, not only a God, whatever you want to do, first you search inside. You are doing a wonderful job of journalism or something. It's there in you, inside you. So you are bringing out. I'm a musician or I'm a student of music. So the music should be there inside me.
And this is the one thing I really, the way you explained last night, that whatever you are looking for, it is inside you, and you know the music. Like if I'm learning music, and first I look music at inside me, it becomes easier to learn, right? So now let's come back to your journey into the classical music. When did it start? How did you get interested into this?
I started classical music in the year 1993. But before that, I used to do Katha Kirtan. That's an art form, mainly popular in South India, with a different name, Harikatha, Katha Kalakshepam, or Katha Kirtan. My father is a Katha Kirtan artist. He translated many religious and Gita, Ramayana from Hindi to Kannada. And in that environment, I grew up. My mother used to sing bhajans. So I heard, just like the harmonium, tabla or tanpura is, I used to play with that. I used to accompany my father with him to his concerts. So I used to sing bhajan or I used to play tal with him. Later I joined Ramakrishna Ashram, that's a hostel in Mangalore, India. So there Swamiji also encouraged me to do a Harikatha.
So how old you were at that time, at the transition time?
High school I went
school.
in.
Okay.
In India, like 8 to 10
Right.
is a high
Sure,
school.
sure.
So that time I was there. I was there. One Swamiji called, his name is Swami Jitakamanandaji. He encouraged me a lot to sing, to play harmonium. And when I came back to Bangalore in 1993, my father asked, why can't you pursue classical music? Because that is the base for any music. Then my father took me to Pandit Vinayak Turviji. He's a very well-known Gwalior and Kirana Gharana artist. He's a disciple of Gayanacharya Guru Rao Deshpande and Pandit Bhimsen Joshi.
And
So
he has performed many times in Boston area.
Yeah. So I went him, and that's how my musical journey started.
Okay. Now, coming back to the classical music journey, this is a layman's question I'm going to ask you, is that the moment we mention classical music, and many people, for them it's a turn off for a large majority of people. Oh, classical music I don't understand, it's too complicated. Or the same sentence people keep repeating and singing for half an hour, 1 hour. But for some, it is a big turn on. But this is where I want to go. So if you can, if you have some pointers, can give us explain that classical music, how to listen to classical music, and why it is so interesting. And what drew you to classical music, not some other music.
What I feel, the classical music is like a grammar of music. It may be Hindustani or Carnatic. We have two streams in Indian classical music.
Sure.
That is like you are learning in a school, you learn English grammar. And you use that grammar in different subjects. But few people, they want to go deep into that linguistic study or a language. Classical music explains about the notes and the grammar of music. Not necessary that you should know that. Means many, if you take popular music or folk music, they may not know which rag it is or which the rhythm pattern, but they sing so nicely. So not necessary you should know that, but if you know, you can enjoy more. Now, for example, my Pade Guruji, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi sang, Mile sur mera tumhara, O sur bane hamara. It's a very popular tune in India. That based on Rag Bhairavi. that I sang that Moko Kaha Tu Bande, that's the same rag.
Sure. Okay.
So we in classical we go little deeper into the notes and small ornamentation of musical notes.
Mhm. So last night we stuck to me was, I think it was first or second song where you something it was related with the prayasi that and then there was just one line you kept singing, and then you had this wide variation. Like first it was very simple, then you said the same thing in a different way, and I saw at least about 10-15 different type of intensity. So is it that you can just somehow demonstrate to our audience like how, just a little bit, to get an idea about the classical music? Yeah. So without Tanpura, you guys cannot live, right?
Tanpura or like a railway tracks for a rail.
Okay, yes, yeah, sure. And technology allows you to carry it.
So yeah, thanks to technology.
Sure.
It's a composition in Rag Durga. The words are Mana Mohana Ja Pori Khelan Bharan Pichakari Leho Ranga Bharan.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Mana Mohana Ja Jahori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja Jahori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja Hori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja Jahori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja Hori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja Jahori Khelana. I can relate to it like how the mother talks to a kid. She will convince the kid to have food in a different ways.
Okay.
Hey, please have. Initially, still, hey, please have. Slowly she will start. Hey, master will come. You have to eat. The mood changes, the intonation. Mana Mohana Ja Ja Hori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja Ja Hori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja Ja Hori Khelana Mana Mohana Ja. Like
Absolutely, yeah. And I think this thing you can demonstrate only in the classical notes. In the regular music, I don't know.
What I would like to put it like this.
Okay.
Even many people, they do variations without knowing it. But in classical, the opportunities are more. You can work on. For how much I work, like Guruji will teach me like few variations, like one or two, and you can do it. Like you practice, keep on practicing. Slowly, you will get small variations here and there.
So now let's come back to again a layman's question.
Yeah.
That say I am new, I have no idea about music, but I'm very much interested to learn music. So I'm asking you to give us 5 tips. This is how. This is my advice to you, and these are 5 things you should do, and this is where you should start, and what you should start.
Yeah, generally we'll start with the notes.
Okay.
Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni, we have 7 notes. The introduction of 7 notes and the variation of those 5 notes. Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni. While counting, we count 7. But Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni Sa Sa Ni Dha Pa Ma Ga Re Sa Sa Re Re Ga Ga. There are variations to those notes. So total 12 notes we have. Rag is nothing but a combination of those notes. Sa Re Ga Pa Dha Sa Sa Da Pa Ga Re Sa Sa Re Ma Pa Dha Sa Da Pa Ma Re Da Sa. Like this. Our ancestors and great musicians, they gave like many content where we start with. Like we start with a Swaramalika. Swaramalika is a composition where only notes will be there, no wordings. Sa sa dha pa ga re sa re ga pa dha pa ga dha pa ga re sa. It shows only the structure of the rag. Then we use the words in it. So first notes, then in Hindustani music we don't have any set syllabus or curriculum like that
To learn. Okay.
But in Carnatic music they have.
Okay.
They have the list of the compositions, what you have to learn in a sequence that they have. We don't have, but with the experience and with the background of student also, because without your knowledge you must have singing all popular songs.
Sure.
And take like movie
Humming,
songs also,
sure,
humming
sure,
songs.
sure.
Humming.
Yeah.
You must be humming that. To teach you, we may not start from the beginning, or we like give introduction of like Saregama, then we move to directly to the rag or a few exercises. If someone who like never sang, you don't have exposure also, so we start from the beginning.
So is it possible that somebody who has really never sang a song, even in the bathroom, and suddenly decides, I have to learn, and they are dedicated, do you think they can be taught, or
See,
is it a skill which can be taught?
definitely. But what I feel, to become a musician is a different thing.
Sure.
To enjoy music or to explore, definitely you can teach.
Okay.
What I
And that's
feel,
what I wanted to know.
Yeah, what I feel like my Guruji always tell, who can talk, they can sing. As simple as
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But yeah, like giving concerts on the stage, that requires like a lot of like training and
practice.
time, practice.
Okay. So now let me ask you the two things you have learned from your guru in classical music.
Very important two basic things in any art form, I can say, matter and manner. One, you learn matter, that's a tangible, you can see or you can listen. But manner, how to use, where. So these two I learned
So
from.
give me an example of manner. Material, I can understand the content.
Yeah,
sure.
context.
But give me an example of manner.
See, okay, I'm a performing in a now like in Boston audience, or they are like they know classical music. They have like many musicians, great musicians they are attending. If I'm singing in somewhere like a less, they have a exposure to classical music.
Sure.
I don't start my concert with a heavy and a big piece.
Sure. Okay. So you go to the audience level.
I will go to audience level, which is like the little lighter, I can say. Lighter means that's a very serious music only,
Sure,
right? But the time wise or the complexity, if you talk, the raga complexity,
Sure.
then that's I feel like I go by a little lesser, slowly, like like.
So now off the record we are talking about that you have produced 15 CDs. So can you tell us a little bit about them, like a few of them, that what type of CDs?
Mainly classical music. So one from like Mystica in Delhi, that they produced my one CD. And one is Pradnya in Bangalore, they produced, and a few. So classical music, we in 1 hour we generally sing like 2 ragas
Mhm.
or one big rag for 45-50 minutes,
Mhm.
then one piece.
Mhm.
Then I sang few bhajans.
Mhm.
I sang Kannada bhajan,
Mhm.
Hindi bhajan,
Mhm.
and Marathi abhang.
So I'm interested in Hindi bhajan. Like I speak Hindi, so I'm biased to that. So
Yeah.
what Hindi bhajan did you sing?
I sing like Mirabai
Mirabai. Okay.
and Tulsidas, ji,
Okay.
Surdas ji,
Okay.
and Brahmananda,
Mhm. Mhm.
like that. Those
Mhm.
bhajans I sing.
Mhm.
And I studied in Ramakrishna Ashram, so that influence also is there
Yeah.
in my bhajan singing.
Sure. Also, off the camera, we are talking about that you have written 3 books. So, what are those books are about? If you can.
The 2 books are one Sangeet Mala Part 1
Mhm.
and Part 2.
Mhm.
And here I would like to mention one of my great friend and a very close associate, Shri Pradeep Shukla ji.
Mhm.
He's, LearnQuest
From the
Academy.
LearnQuest Academy.
LearnQuest
Sure,
Academy.
Sure. Yeah.
Once we were sitting and he told Dattu, why can't you write a book
Mhm.
for beginners?
Mhm.
Then I took up the idea from him and
Mhm.
I checked out the
Mhm.
few ragas.
Mhm.
So part 1 and part 2, Sangeet Mala,
Mhm.
that's for a classical music beginners.
Beginners.
And another book is the contribution of Swami Vivekananda
Mhm.
to Indian classical music.
Really?
Many people doesn't know.
I mean, I am surprised. Yes.
He was a great musician.
Mhm.
He used to sing so well, and he used to play pakhavads.
Mhm.
In fact, he wrote a small book
Mhm.
about music
Mhm.
when in his college days.
Mhm. So he was really into music then. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
In fact, he accompanied on Pakhavaj for a few Drupad concerts,
Mhm. Mhm.
and he explained about the technicality of music with the scientific background.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what I saw that, and I was so
Mhm.
moved with that book.
Mhm.
In fact, I can say in Hindustani we have a notation system.
Mhm.
We have 2 types.
Mhm.
One is Bhatkhande style
Mhm.
and one is Paluskar style.
Mhm.
There were 2 legends
Mhm.
of Indian classical music.
Mhm.
They created it.
Mhm.
Before that, Swami Vivekananda tried
Mhm.
a notation to songs.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, that manuscript is not available.
Mhm.
So we don't know how to decode it.
Sure,
So,
sure. Okay.
But his contributions are you can do a PhD on that.
Okay.
Uh,
So now talking about PhD, also you are doing your PhD in music, right?
Yeah.
And what is the topic of your research subject?
My topic is the influence of Indian classical music on Katha Kirtan tradition.
Mhm.
Katha Kirtan is an art form which is
More like a folk, right? Katha Kirtan or no?
both you have.
Okay.
A folk also is there, classical background also.
Mm.
That's like in a simple words you can say a storytelling with music.
Okay. Good.
So musical discourse we say.
Mm.
So, in between they sing songs, they take one story,
Mhm.
and in that music, like classical music, how much part and how classical music influenced on this art form. That's
Mhm.
what I'm trying to.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah,
Steady.
good luck with that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Okay.
you.
So now let's come back to some topics which might interest general audience as well.
Mhm.
So you said that your PhD topic is the impact of classical music on Katha Kirtan. What have you noticed about the impact of classical music on Hindi cinema or Bollywood?
Yeah, that's a tremendous,
Mhm.
tremendous. In fact, if you, I think more than me, you must have really, enjoyed those 60s and 70s and 80s.
Yes. 70s and 80s and
Yeah. So
60s to 50s too. Actually, I can go,
yeah. That's it. Started like classical, like Naushad Saab or Rafi, Muhammad Rafi, or
Sure.
other like great legends. In that classical influence is like a tangible.
Mhm.
You can see that.
Mhm.
Now also many like present music director also they use,
Mhm.
but the influence is a little, you know, lesser if you compare to older older songs.
Songs, right, sure.
But definitely the influence is there.
Yeah, right.
Influence
Now,
is there.
coming back to you again, of course you have a great voice. So, do you keep practicing, or how do you? How many hours you practice, or if you can?
With this, like, you know, PhD, and I teach in Bangalore. I have a school called Sharjakala Kendra.
Mhm.
So with this, I practice like around 2 to 3 hours a day.
A day,
Yeah.
every day,
Every
almost.
day,
Yeah, okay. And practice is very important.
Yeah, that's see that our like we say like Guru Shishya Parampara. When I joined Guruji in 1993, every day Guruji used to sit for a practice for like, you know, 3 to 4 hours a day in the evening. Evening around like 6:30 to 9:30, 10:30 every day. So initial period, like, you know, he never told us to, like, you know, practice, but he showed us because he was practicing so rigorously.
Now, the last question for you is: what is your future plans? What do you plan to do? What is your dream?
It's very difficult to tell.
Okay.
Means like
You must have some idea that what which direction you are heading.
one is obviously the classical music, one thing.
Singing
Like,
and
yeah, singing. In general. Many people ask me, the Dattatreya, why can't you go to a Bollywood or, you know, like
that was going to
music?
be my next question anyway. But
Oh, okay. What I think that need a different mentality or thinking process. It's a little different from the because we are so you know, practiced and stick to that grammar of that rag. So we don't want to go little outside or here there. अरे some ये कुछ जम नहीं जम रहा है या ये राग में वो क्यों लगाना है वहाँ, अरे लगाना अच्छा नहीं लगता है. Like we think like that in that. So that's very difficult. And I chosen this classical music as my career and profession.
So in classical music, like which song, like, you know, in Bollywood, those of us who follow Bollywood and live Bollywood and breathe Bollywood, we always have our favorites. So this is, what is your favorite in classical music?
You're asking about an artist or a raga?
I'm talking about a song or a raga, whatever.
Okay,
okay. Let me put it raga so I can speak classical language.
Okay, okay, wow, very nice.
Okay.
I like a few ragas like Yaman or Malkons, Morning Todi. We have a like time. We have a time based ragas.
Ragas, yeah, that I
morning ragas, afternoon ragas, evening ragas.
Okay. So let's start. Since we're talking about morning raga, I just have to ask this again question that generally those of us who are not familiar with classical music, we think that there is no romance in classical music, and how there can be music without romance. So when it comes to romance, how do you link romance and classical music?
It's a very tricky question, but I know I will try.
Okay, let's see.
The definition of romance changes from person to person.
True.
So how you feel, like, you know, if you see one beautiful rose, that is one expression is there. It may be any person, it may be any place, it may be like, you know, ocean or anything. To get that, generally, initially you have to, you know, get like a basic structure of those ragas. Once you are familiar with it, then you automatically you incline towards that rag. You start liking it. You start humming it every time, like, you know, 24 hours it will be in your mind. वो चलता रहता है, वही गूंग में, वही ख्यालों में बोलते हैं.
So let me ask you this. Go ahead. Okay, I want you to finish that.
जैसे अभी इंसानों के रिश्ते में भी अभी अगर आप बात करें, एक दिन में तो रिश्ता नहीं बनता है, कोई भी रिश्ता,
कोई नहीं बनता,
माने पापा मम्मी का माने वो तो, लेकिन वह थोड़ा थोड़ा धीरे धीरे हम जानने लगेंगे उनको हम जानने लगेंगे, हमारा उनको जानने लगा, वो जानेंगे, ऐसे धीरे 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 हम करीब आते हैं। ऐसे एक राग उसको इतना हम अगर साधना किया या गुरुजी ने सिखाया और गुरुजनों से सुना, हमने अलग अलग गुरुओं से हमने वो सुना, उनका वो मालकोंस बहुत अच्छा गाया उन्होंने, हाँ वो एक बार सुनेंगे उनका अप्रोच कैसा है, तो ऐसे दूसरों का सुन के।
So now my question is, I think our conversation is keep prolonging here.
Yeah.
So my question is, for example, let's take example of Bollywood, and you know, I have a girlfriend or boyfriend, and then you know, I see him or her, and then suddenly a song flashes in my memory, a movie screen, and I become romantic and start having that song.
Yeah.
So is that thing can be translated into a classical music, or you can give one example of singing couple of lines into that? You know what? You know, this is how I feel.
Okay.
Can that be translated into that?
Generally, in film songs, what happens that the lyrics, the music, and the video or the दृश्य जो आप बोलते हैं, वो तीनों सम्मिलित हो जाते हैं.
Right, true.
यहाँ हमको दोनों से ही काम चलाना होगा.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
और the duration of film songs are like 3 minutes. Or like maximum 4 to 5 minutes. That's all. Not more than that.
Yeah.
In fact, आप अगर रफी जी का या लता जी का सुने, पहले शब्द से वो फील शुरू हो जाता है. ऐसे क्लासिकल में बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि हम थोड़ा टाइम लेते हैं. माने क्लासिकल का प्रोग्राम जनरली 15 मिनट, 20 मिनट, आधा घंटा, 1 घंटा का चलता है एक राग. So more than you can say this, you can say वहाँ साकार है, यहाँ निराकार रूप से रोमांस है.
Okay.
यहाँ कुछ बंदिशों के शब्दों में वो हम प्रकट कर सकते हैं. ऐसे जो आज खेल शाम संग हो रे, आज खेल श्याम संग हो रे, रंग उड़ावत भर पिचकारी, रंग उड़ावत भर पिचकारी, आज खेल श्याम संग हो रे. ये शब्द है, आज खेल श्याम संग हो रे. इसको अलग अलग कॉम्बिनेशन से या वेरिएशन से आप प्रस्तुत कर सकते हैं. लेकिन सबको वही भावना प्रकट होती है, बताना मुश्किल है. मुश्किल है.
It also depends that how people understand interpret that. Yes.
कुछ ऐसा है कि एक बंदिश है, रैना अंधेरी काली बिजुरी चमके, कैसे मैं जाऊं पिया पास. बहुत जोर से बरस रहा है, हरिकेन आ रहा है. हाउ कैन आई go and meet my beloved? यहाँ beloved means anybody, like Krishna or your
and that depends on your interpretation.
Depends, yeah, my interpretation.
Okay.
So there we can play, we can कैसे मैं जाऊं पिया पास, कैसे मैं जाऊं पिया पास, कैसे मैं जाऊं पिया पास. ऐसे छोटे छोटे हरकतों से प्रस्तुत कर सकते हैं.
Excellent. Well, Dattaji, thank you very much. It was really nice to meet you, and really enjoyed your music, and I'm glad you came to our studio.
Thank you.
Sure.